Uncultured J asks, one simple question, Uncle Gil. When or if will KD ever be content? I think it's Happy asking for too much at this. I think Happy is asking too much at this point. I look up and I'm expecting this man every 7 to 8 months to ask for a trade. I don't know. I mean, I look, I understand, I don't think I can win a championship in OKC. He went to the perfect situation, caught a lot of criticism. And I don't think people was upset. I think people were more upset that you joined that team, the team that knocked you out when you had them down 3-1. And you say, well, okay, you go there. You win 2 championships, your finals MVP. You probably would have won a third had your Achilles not gone out. And then you move on. You want to go to Brooklyn. You recruit Kyrie or Kyrie recruited you, and you end up in Brooklyn. And you're not happy there. And for whatever reason, you wanted to move on. And I'm like, bro, I mean, what is, if I were to ask you, because you played this sport and you kind of know him somewhat, you kind of maybe you've been around him, what's he looking for?
He's looking to play basketball. It seems simple, right? Where when you're talking about a guy who, I mean, let me see, how many scoring titles?
KD got 4.
Yeah, right. And when people ask why he left, right? When you're talking about 4 scoring titles, you had probably about 10 All NBAs, you had an MVP, you had All-Star MVPs, right? 8-time All-Star, 2 golds. When you're a free agent, the only thing that you don't have on your resume was a chip in the Finals MVP, right? You get those 2 out of the way. In his mind, or just in my mind, what am I proving here? The only thing I'm proving now is get more.
Right.
Do I need more rings? Like, am I the greatest small forward ever? Am I the second greatest small forward ever? Like, am I one of the top 5 ever? Like, right? I train, I work out, I train, I go to sleep basketball, right? I'm out there, putting my heart into it. As I think as players, we can sleep great at night knowing that we give it our all, and whatever comes with it comes with it. But I don't really think he's looking for something. I just think he wants to play high-level basketball. Most players do. The great ones, right? If they're in position to win chips, they're going to go for it. Other than that, they just want to go out there and play hard, and everybody with them going out there and playing hard.
Gil, going to Golden State hurt him more than it helped him. I understand he got the chips, but unless he gets one without Steph Curry, you already know how this story is going to be written. You know that, and unfortunately, I think KD knows that. Fair or unfair, right or wrong, it is what it is.
But okay, but when we think of it like that, right? It's not like he can go to a team and he is by himself and try to win a championship.
No, but he recruited Kyrie. Right? He had James Harden.
So no matter where he goes in this league today, there has to be a team up. So when he do win, they're going to say, well, you got Bill over there. You got Bill.
I think the thing is with Steph, I mean, you join a 2-time, you join a unanimous MVP, and Steph Curry was already at that point in time the greatest shooter we had ever seen. And so that system, and I get it. Okay, I just want to get y'all off my back. Let me go ahead and get these titles. I get these titles, I'll calm it down. No, people was looking at you like, bro, there were 29 other teams that you could have joined, 28, because you had left OKC. There's 28 other teams, and you mean to tell me you go join the team that had just won 73 games and just lost in a Game 7 in the NBA Finals? That was the only team you can find. Okay, he's like, look, I'm a free agent. I'm a free agent, and as a free agent, I can go wherever I want to go. Fine. For whatever reason, be it he had grown bored of winning. I mean, he said you just want to play high-level basketball. Can you play any higher level than the Golden State Warriors and go and be in 3 NBA Finals? You win 2, probably would have won a third had he not gotten injured. So where are you going to go and play higher level than that? So who are you going to go play with other than LeBron, or at that time, LeBron and KD and Steph were thought of as the best players in the NBA, with Harden falling up under that. So now, who are you gonna go play with? Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic, Giannis? Where can he go now? I don't know where he can go. I don't know how he outruns, because he had 4 years. The first year, we're going to disregard that. He was rehabbing. But he had 3 years, and he didn't come close.
But it's not because of him, right? You know, the stuff that went down in Brooklyn, he was there. He did his thing.
But we give him credit, give him credit for with the Golden State. So we can't say if he loses, it's not because of him. But when Golden State won the titles, it was because of him.
But it was because of him.
Why can't he win on his own? Why can't he win other than Golden State then? I think that's the question, Gil. People want to know. If it was him in Golden State, why can't he replicate what? Why can't he take what he learned and take it somewhere else?
Because he was a single player coming to a team atmosphere. He was plug and play. Now he has to build a team around him where he can just adjust to one person. Adjust. Now, when he tried to create a team, everyone has to adjust to everything. We can talk about how Kevin Durant going to Golden State was a bad thing. It was the best thing that the league has ever seen, and they do not want to acknowledge it. Since Magic and Bird, what was the best duo going against each other in the championship? LeBron versus KD?
Yeah. But LeBron versus KD, not LeBron versus KD, Steph, Draymond, and Klay.
The best small forwards in the game. And I don't know why this wasn't looked at like two titans. The best player in the world versus the second best player in the world, right? One called himself, I'm the best scorer in the world versus the best player. You had two titans playing against each other. And we spent our time talking about KD leaving, not realizing what we was witnessing.
Oh, I ain't got no problem with him.
No, but what I'm saying, we was witnessing that Kevin Durant and like when we all talk about Kobe, the one thing that we didn't get to see is Kobe and LeBron in the championship again. We got to see Kevin Durant and LeBron go face to face, right? We got the Magic and Bird, but we're never going to acknowledge this because we was upset that he took the easy way out.
Right. But I think the thing is, when we look at Magic and Bird, Magic had Kareem, Bird had McHale, he had Worthy, he had Parrish, they had Byron Scott, they had DJ, so it was like, okay, you got 4 Hall of Famers, we got 4 Hall of Famers. Okay, you got a coach that's going to the Hall, we got one that's going to the Hall. So I think everybody looked at it as an even matchup. I don't think anybody thought that the way that Cleveland, even though it was Kyrie and LeBron, was going to be able to beat Golden State with Steph, Klay, KD, and Draymond. That wasn't going to happen. And I think that's what the when KD and LeBron locked horns in Miami and OKC, you're like, okay, Serge Ibaka and Chris Bosh, we got Russ, D Wade, and now KD and LeBron, and they had to guard each other. They had to guard.
Yeah, I mean that was a great matchup, but it was young. It was young versus a veteran, but when that Golden State Cleveland Cavaliers series got, because it was going to be between those two. I wish after Cleveland won it and Golden State got Kevin Durant, I thought Cleveland should have made a move.
Wahoo!
It don't matter. You should have known you was going to be outgunned.
Who are you going to give up? First of all, who wanted to come to Cleveland? That was the problem why LeBron got up out of there.
No, that's facts. But, I mean, at this point, look, like J.R. Smith was my what? He was my Klay Thompson, right? Klay is averaging 21. Yes. J.R. Smith averaging 13.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
right.
Right. You know what I mean? So, it was really outmatched. So from there, they should have been in tune with the game and said, okay, we might need to upgrade a little bit more. We're not good enough to try to go back to back.
First name, last name said Gil was a great addition. Shannon, do you remember when you said KD and Kyrie will potentially play together when they were seen at the All-Star game talking? KD lashed out saying it was some BS. They joined. They joined. I just said, I remember I said, look, and I tried, and I played him a compliment. I said, KD joining Golden State was like Johnny Gill joining New Edition. Johnny Gill could out-sing them all. We know the outstanding career Bobby Brown had. We know what Ralph Transvat did. We knew what Bill DeVoe ended up doing once they broke up. But none of them singularly could out-sing Johnny Gill. And the reason why Johnny Gill wasn't accepted, he didn't grow up in Boston and Roxbury.
Yeah, facts.
KD was never going to be, and I'm not saying they didn't like him, but Steph, Klay, Draymond came there. They was birthed. They grew up there. Although KD was KD, it wasn't going to be accepted. He called me, this. You don't know what you're talking about. Wow, that's an ignorant thing to say. Later, he get on the podcast like, I was never going to be accepted like KD and Steph because they. Bro, I said that.
But, we delusional sometimes. Right? You know what I mean? Come on, just like in our relationship. Hey, our boys are the first one to tell us, hey, your girl cheating on you.
Nah, she ain't like that. She ain't like that. She ain't like that. Gonna find out she's just like that.
Yes, and that's the same thing. Like, we don't want to believe, right, that it is this. And we have to find out the hard way. He had to find out on that court when he's asking for the ball. He had to sit there and go back and forth with Draymond Green, and Draymond Green had to let him know, we was here before you. We don't need you. That hurt.
It did. And
we want to finish that season. I don't know how I can come to work knowing that you really believe that deep down inside. Why am I here?
3 people will tell you the truth, Gil. Drunks, kids, and angry people. They're going to tell you the truth. Ooh. Now, see, they'll blame it on, I just said thing out of anger. Well, I was drunk. I didn't know what I was talking about. And kids, they say kids say the darndest things. So I got a way to brush off either one of those.